6003 Honnicut Drive, Centerville, Virginia, aka my childhood home. I spent 5th grade through freshman year of college in that home. Then my parents moved to Texas and left me all alone in Harrisonburg. The Honnicut house has a lot of memories, and more specifically, a lot of firsts. We moved into this house when my mom remarried my now stepdad, Gene. It was my first time being in a wedding, much less the flower girl, and what made it even cooler was that it was my parents' wedding. Not a lot of kids can say that they were at their parents' wedding. Then, about a year later, my mom got pregnant with my sister, Isabel Maria Bias. Fun fact, all 3 of us have the same middle name, but it was actually mine first. Anyway, it was my first time actually living with a sibling, even though I already had 2 on my dad's side. I'd say it was weird at first, not being alone and all, but eventually it was cool because she basically became my own personal American Girl doll. We had good times dressing up, dressing down, playing on windows, and doing all those fun shenanigans that siblings do. After I was just getting used to my first ever sister, my mom was pregnant again.
Tell Daddy what you hear. What do you hear? What is the baby doing?
Baby's playing his toy.
He's playing with his toy? What is he playing with?
He's playing his puzzle.
He's got puzzles in there? Aww.
So he has the animal puzzle, just like I did.
Oh, he's got animal puzzles too. Say goodnight, baby.
Goodnight, baby.
Give a besito a babies.
It's safe to say that I wasn't the only one excited for the new arrival. This cutie's name is Victor Eugene Bias. He was born with a hemangioma, which is basically a birthmark of extra red blood cells on the surface of the body. So that red dot that you see on his head is actually not there anymore because it goes away with time. And with time comes us celebrating his first birthday. And yes, he is still adored by both Isabel and I at this point. We have both taken him under our wing and have showed him the ropes when it comes to dealing with the family. However, I definitely don't want to mislead you because it wasn't all sunshine and daisies. As you can see, we sometimes had fights despite the age difference, but I, on the other hand, found it more funny than anyone else in our family. Our parents did a really good job of making sure that when we fought, we acted as a family and hugged it out. Speaking of parents, Gene was the first male figure in my life at this point and is to this day, to be honest. I just wanted to give him a quick shout out for being an awesome dad. He's also the one who gave Victor his first football jersey, but I'm pretty sure my mom converted Victor to become a Cowboys fan, so I'm not really sure what happened to that jersey. Here's a picture of Victor on his first Thanksgiving with us. Then the first time I babysat the kids overnight. The first time I took Victor to the park by my house, and the first time Isabel and I had a sister day where we went to Sweet Frog. By this time, I was a senior in high school, which meant even more firsts, like my first homecoming, with my first serious boyfriend. The funny thing is, he had actually been my best friend for 4 years before we officially started dating. So yes, sometimes guys escape the friend zone despite what you may think. My first homecoming was really fun, and it was during that time that I had my first dine and dash experience. Yeah, long story. Then came my first Christmas with a significant other, and following Christmas comes New Year's, which definitely means that first New Year's kiss. But as you can see, we were not the only ones who made a big fuss about that first New Year's kiss. Segue into my first job at school. Here's our senior panorama outfit, and after the panorama comes prom. But by this time, Braxton and I had broken up, so go ahead and add that to the firsts. But it really doesn't matter because I had graduated Centerville High School with honors and a lei thanks to my Hawaiian friend. Now, we're back to first because my family on my dad's side actually came for a change, so that's very nice of them. Here you can see my grandma, my grandpa, and my biological father. We all celebrated at Fuddruckers, one of my favorite restaurants. So it was really cool. All in all, my childhood was great because of the awesome family in the home of 6003 Honeycut Drive, Centerville, Virginia.